Dr. Mark Janghese here with your Science Moment. Today I'm going to talk about seeing design and intention when there isn't any. This comes up all the time concerning conspiracy theories, belief in a pandemic, belief that there was a master plan behind all of these sorts of events that occur. It's a very common bias that humans have. We're all biased to see intent and design in the things all around us. One example I was going to talk about was, if you've ever seen the weasel ball. So it's a nice little example. The little weasel ball, it comes with a little tail. I actually enjoy it better without the tail. All that's inside, before I tell you what's inside, you just set it on the ground. Dogs like to play with it. People like to play with it. It just starts rolling around the house, and it just basically never gets caught in corners. It's very organic, It's like a super organic robot in some sense, but it just rolls around, and it seems to have an intelligence and an intention. And it's just fun, and it seems to be kind of bright in its own way. Right? But if you unscrew it, you realize that all it is an asymmetrical weight that just spins around in a little motor. Just spins around, and it's a little bit off center, so it creates a lot of complex emergent behavior by virtue of its interactions, and it's slightly being off center. And these are really hard to compute and have intuitions for what its behavior is going to be in a typical settings, in a kitchen floor or house. It does strange, unpredictable stuff. It seems to have intent in its unpredictable behavior. It seems designed and trying to do stuff, right? But of course it's not. It's just the simplest possible mechanism you might imagine, but ending up with lots of structure that we place intention and design on top of. Now, another great example just came up. King Charles has this new red portrait made for him by some artist, and it's breaking through the kinds of tradition where it's typically a boring portrait, and it's kind of fun that it's different. And there's certain folks that say, "Hey, this is satanic." And and so Naomi Wolf posted something. She wasn't the first person that saw this, but some people have been just slicing down the middle and doing mirror reflections of it. And if you do that in the right spots, in most spots, you start to see kind of faces, and it's of course all red. So they're like, "Oh, there's devilish faces there." This just shows that the royal family is somehow involved in satanic rituals and so forth. It's so obvious that this is Satanism and blah blah blah. Which is absurd on its face. But so what I did is I just took Naomi Wolf's photo, her Twitter profile photo, and did a mirror reflection, and then I sent her this, and I said, well, there's some structure and kind of some evil in this as well. And I did it for my own profile from one of my wife's mini portraits of me, sort of really quick portraits that she's done. And again, you can see, depending on which way you look at it, you can see kind of evil structure in there too. And then I just took a couple, random Pollock drip, art of his, and you can see there's interesting evil kinds of structure there as well. If you live your life unaware of these sorts of biases, you are going to actually perceive, like in these paintings, these reflections, evil and intent and design and structure and things that are there when there's not. Right? And if this is happening for a little weight spinning around a little ball, and you're thinking that there's some deeper design there, or some intention, some kind of intelligence there, well, imagine when it's massive numbers of human beings interacting at scale across the earth. Imagine how much structure there is there that could make you misperceive there to be intent in master planning when there is not. You need to have some humility for the kinds of biases that we all have, and that it's very hard to see through these things just because you're smart. That was your Science Moment.